Hey LaSalle, I'm Brendan DeStefano, and welcome back to another episode of WEXP Live. Today we have Mr. Brett, the head of the College Counseling Department. So, Mr. Brett, please tell us, what is College Conversation Day?
Hi, Brendan. Thanks for having me. So College Conversation Day is kind of reaching close to its 40th year here at LaSalle. It used to be known as Interview Day. We made the change to Conversation because though the admissions landscape and the role of interviews has changed significantly, the purpose of our event has not. It's an opportunity for a senior to sit down across from an admissions representative, typically the same person that's making the initial read and potentially final decision on his application. So it's a chance for the young men, the seniors, to make a personal connection with that representative, get an authentic, realistic appraisal of his transcript. He can also provide his activities resume to help with that conversation. And then it's a chance for the college rep to share a couple of interesting nuggets about their college.
That's great. How many colleges will be there?
We'll have around 55 colleges and over 60 college representatives. Some of the universities send more than one representative. The young men selected their top choices a week ago, and then Mrs. Plopley plays an instrumental role in this, in doing the scheduling for this. You can imagine scheduling for over 280 seniors and doing it around free periods. And we'd also like to thank the teachers there that were generous enough to give up a little bit of their time so that these young men could have an interview
What
and
are
a
the big
conversation.
what are the biggest things that seniors should expect and know what to do at this event?
So the conversation will last for 10 to 15 minutes. In the college counseling seminar class, we have been going over some interview tips, questions to expect. Why did you choose this school? Is there a specific major that you're interested in? Do you have any questions for me? So it's a great way for them to build confidence and to know a little bit more about the college. We've gone through interviewing skills with going up to them, shaking their hand, looking them in the eye. They're going to wear a blazer that day, slick down the hair, make sure everything's tucked in nicely. The Mothers Club also helps out in kind of the organizing of this, making sure the guys have breath mints and that they're all heading in the right direction. The other part to expect is it's a very positive kind of like coming of age day. They're in there in the gym with the rest of their classmates. It really does build confidence. The admissions reps are in this business because they're personable, they're outgoing, so it's a nice opportunity to make those connections.
Now, for our juniors, what is the biggest advice you give them now that they're probably looking at colleges and thinking about applying to different schools? What are the biggest advices and things that they should do and should avoid during this process?
Great question, Brendan. Number one is academics, right? So they're putting colleges on or off the table by how they perform this semester and next semester, right? So junior year is a big one. They should also be getting involved. So if they look at their activities resume, which they should also be updating in SCORE, they should have been doing that since freshman year. If it looks kind of light, there's still a full year ahead of them. Now's the chance to add some stuff there. And also within SCORE, they should be looking at different colleges. They can start following colleges on there and looking at the scattergrams, which show LaSalle data, grades, test scores going back the last few years, so they can start to think about making realistic choices in the college process. We also, in terms of things not to do, they've got the PSAT coming up on October 20th. We encourage most young men not to take an SAT or an ACT until next year. In December, they'll get their PSAT scores back. That's their practice test. And then, as they go into the spring, that's when they should be focused on the standardized testing in terms of SAT and ACT.
And for students who are deciding between those two tests, do you have any big recommendations?
I think it depends. So our main recommendation is they should do a practice test in each and see which one they do better on. So pretty much every test prep company has a free practice test out there. College Board through Khan Academy has a free one if someone just wants to do it online themselves. Kaplan has a free one for the ACT. And whichever one they do better in, that should be the one they go forward with. Every college looks at them equally in this process. There are some big differences. The SAT is adaptive, which means it's got two parts to it. And depending on how the young man answers questions in the beginning, it changes the questions he might get going forward. The ACT is offered both paper and digital, but the digital is not adaptive. A quick Google search or going to our website will show you some of the differences between them. But the final big difference is SAT is 50% verbal English reading, 50% math, whereas the ACT has less math questions in it. So that's a big difference there.
Thank you. That's all the time we got. Thank you, Mr. Brett, and thank you all for watching WEXP Live.
Thanks, Brendan.